What is happening, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to the first experiment on the channel for Football Manager 2018, and it's a youth development experiment. For short, low class versus elite. In front of us on our shortlist, we have two identical players. Same position, same attributes, same potential. One of them is at a low conference club, he's going to start building himself up with first team football. The other is at Barcelona, the cream of clubs, top youth facilities, top training facilities. They have got everything going for them. And we want to see how they both develop. See which player becomes the better player, who wins the most caps, who scores the most goals. Will it be first team football at an early age, help towards development? Or is it better to have the better facilities and sort of, earn your way up from the bottom, or, take advantage of the best facilities in the world. So we're going to introduce you to our first two players, or, well, the only two players of the experiment. We're going to start with Son Goku. Well, Goku, we're going to call him for short. And here is our man, Son Goku. He is playing for Maidstone United in the Vanarama National. So we'll have a quick look at him first. We look at the team. 15 years old. His birthday's on the 1st of July. So, nice. We're going to be going every year for the sake of the experiment. And, he's valued at 325k, £110 a week. Hot prospect. And if we look at the attributes, he's got very good attributes for his age. As far as technical goes, we've given him 15 in dribbling and finishing, which, as a striker, is probably the two most important stats you need. Obviously, making sure you can get it in the net and dribble the balls and get it into the net. But we've given him solid 10s in first touch, long shots, passing, penalty taking and technique, with some 5s in corners, crossing, free kick and the rest. You have eyes, guys. You can have a look for yourself. If you want to pause the video and have a look, you crack on. Mentals, mostly 10s, 15 determination. Physicals, mostly 10s, 5 jump in reach. He does have a 200 potential ability. And what that means is that he has the potential to become the best football player that's ever existed in football. Better than Messi, better than Ronaldo. I think Messi's like 190 on the potential. I haven't looked at the database, to be honest with you. But he is 200. He is the best of the best. He could be better than every footballer that's ever come before him. So those are his attributes. He's going to be starting off at Maidstone United, which we'll take a quick look at. They are in the Vanarama National League. He is their key player. He is their hot prospect. If we look at the Vanarama National League, where are Maidstone United projected to finish? Let's have a look here. 17th. So 150 to 1 to win the league, although he is one of the key players in the league. The second most valuable player behind is Michael Fulfil, which, he's also 19, he's also a youngster, but we are interested in Goku rather than that guy. If Goku's a good player, does well for them, he's going to be banging the goals, and maybe Maidstone might get promoted. They could be a League 2 team. We never know. The only other thing we need to note about Son Goku, he is Spanish, as is our other player, but we've also given him English nationality. So he could decide to play for England rather than Spain. So that'll be something interesting. We're going to keep an eye on that one. But that's kind of it for Goku. He does have a future transfer arranged. So in 2020, so that's going to be 3 seasons from now, he is going to be going off to Doncaster. Now, Doncaster will be paying 100 grand, which is a tidy amount for a Vanarama national team. They are in League 1, so they are a much better team than Maidstone. So we're hoping within the 3 years, Goku's going to develop into a League 1 player. He can then, have better players. I mean, if we look back at Doncaster, they got better training facilities, they got better youth facilities. So he's going to be at a better club with better facilities. We'll be seeing how his career gets on with building from the bottom and working his way up. He's going to be going up against and if you know who Son Goku is, these players are all based off Dragonball Z, which is one of my favourite TV programs. Awesome anime, action, non-stop. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing. But his rival, so the elite of the series, is Prince Vegeta, or Vegeta for short. So we'll take a look at him, and as you've probably already noticed, they have identical attributes. So Vegeta is at Barcelona, and they have got 5-star reputation, 5-star youth facilities, 4.5-star training facilities. He has the likes of Iniesta, Messi, Dembele, Piqué, Suarez, Coutinho, all these world-class players to draw his knowledge from. He's not going to be getting first-team football, because, let's be fair, he's only 15, and he is at a monster of a club. So Vegeta's going to be probably playing under-19 football for the foreseeable future. But we're going to be seeing how his development gets on. Will the better coaches and the better facilities be better than having first-team football? This is the aim of the experiment. So just to prove that they are purely identical, if we look at the little graph here, they have exactly the same attributes. The graph shows exactly the same. All attributes are exactly the same. They got nothing between them. They both can shoot with either foot. Both 5'11", both 10 stone 5 pounds. They are pretty much an identical player. Well, except for one's at Maidstone and one's at Barcelona. So that's kind of a sum up of the experiment. So it is going to be a mini-series. So there's going to be more than one episode of it. It's going to roughly about 7-8 episodes. It's going to be something different for the channel. Give it a go. So if you like the idea of the experiment, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, just so that, let me know how you find it, any improvements. That would be fantastic. Just to show some love, Because, we're lovers, not fighters on the channel. So we are going to be going every episode 3 seasons. So we're going to be going year by year, just to see how the guys get on, really. See, compare the two. See how their careers are getting on. I mean, immediately we can see that Goku is earning double the wage of Vegeta. I'm sure Vegeta's not going to be very happy about that. But Vegeta is the more valuable player, which I'm guessing is down because he's at Barcelona rather than being at Maidstone United. So there we are. We're going to go ahead for one season. We're going to see how their first seasons got on. And basically compare the two stats and see who had the better season. So I'll see you at the end of the season. And we'll have a look at the comparison between Goku and Vegeta. The elite of Vegeta versus the low class of Son Goku. We are at the end of Season 1 now. 31st of May 2018. I haven't looked. Let's see how our two players got on. So we got Prince Vegeta, 6.98 average rating. He's now got he's had a massive pay rise, £4,100 per week. And he was already worth more than Son Goku anyway. So let's see if Vegeta's had any games. So he has made his debut for Barcelona. And he scored in the Champions League as well. So he's had a brilliant first season, Prince Vegeta, considering he's in the under-19s. So he made one appearance in La Liga. He came off the bench to score in the Champions League. Scored in the Spanish Cup as well. But he's been mainly playing in the Spanish under-19 division. 22 goals in 25 appearances. Played in the under-19s Champions League as well. So overall, if we include everything, 36 games, 26 goals for Prince Vegeta. As far as statistical point of view concerned, we're only going to count first team appearances. So when we go to the end of the episode and do our sort of roundup, we're only counting first team appearances. I can see immediately dribbling's gone up. Determination's at 20. So he's clearly had some tutoring from somebody at Barcelona. His physicals have gone up as well, so it looks like it'd be a pretty good season for Vegeta. If we look at the career stats, though, so yeah, it's only going to show the league appearances. So, 1 league appearance, 2 cup appearances, and a Champions League appearances. So what's that? 3, 4, 5 games in total, 2 goals for Vegeta. To be honest with you, that's not too bad for seeing as his first season. Did Barcelona win the league? No, they didn't. They came 4th. So Real, Atletico and Valencia finished ahead of them in the league. So I don't know if they've got Carlo Ancelotti in charge as well. So they've changed their manager and he's still the hot prospect at Barcelona. Anything else to note here? Oh, he's made 3 under-21 appearances, so he's got international appearances. Hasn't scored any goals, but he's made his international debut. If we look at, if we go to milestones, so he's made the under-19 captain, runners-up in the Spanish Cup, so he hasn't won a trophy yet. but he's the first under-21 international cap against San Marino. Broke the Champions League record for the youngest player to score. So he's a record holder as the youngest Champions League goal scorer and the Barca record as well. So for a first season, that's pretty good from Vegeta, to be honest with you. Now, a question you might be asking me is, why isn't he playing for Barca B? I have the answer to that. So for the sake of the experiment, I have unlinked Barca B and Barcelona. Reason being is that I was often finding that they would just throw all the youngsters into the Barca B team, who they do play in the Spanish second division, so he would be getting first team games. So I wanted to limit the first team appearances when he first started off, and to be fair, he's had 5 appearances. Pretty decent season from Vegeta. Fair play, mate. You've done yourself pretty well. Runs the ball often, so he's got a player trait. So I would say a quite successful season. New contract, $4,500 a week, pretty much. Well, 4,100. Now let's have a look at Son Goku. Oh, we can also see Goku's got a bit better as well. He's definitely, mentals have all gone up from what I can see. But 40 games in the Vanarama National, 16 goals, 4 assists, and he has 6 player of the matches as well. So it's a very successful first season from Goku. If we look at the career stats, all competitions, 22 goals. Yeah, he's done pretty well for himself. He's also played 36 non-competitive games as well. So they've been playing him in the under-18s and in the league. So he's played like 70, he's played 80 games this season. Possibly more. Because he's been playing non-competitive and league football. Because he has been in the under-18s as well. So they've really been he's had a lot of game time as Son Goku. Because that might be why his stats are so high. Because he had so many games this season. It's unreal. He hasn't had any under-21 caps though. He's only had under-19 caps. So they haven't played together yet. And is he still declared? So he hasn't declared for a nation yet. So it appears he's been playing for the Spanish under-19s. Where did Maidstone finish? Where did they come in their league? Oh, they came 22nd. Did they get relegated? Oh, I don't want to see Hartlepool. League table. They got relegated. So they're going to be playing in the Vanarama National South or North next season. So Goku is going to get relegated next season. He wasn't one of the top goal scorers. He's not really showing up on any of the stats for the league. So he wasn't really a top 3 player. But arguably, he has improved. He's still their key player. And with a 7.12, that's not too bad. But he made his senior debut, but he did get relegated in his first season. So let's compare the two. We'll have a look at the overview first, so this will give us a better idea. So, Goku, better defending, physical, speed, vision, attacking, and technical are all the same. So they're developing at a very even rate right now. Goku's better in the air, so better aerial, but Vegeta's got the better mental stats, according to the graph. We look at the attributes. Ooh, technically, Goku's got the upper hand. He's got better finishing, crossing, corners, long throw. So maybe a lot of the stats that don't really matter. Passing, penalty taking, technique. Goku's got the upper hand there. Mentally, very similar. Although Goku's got that anticipation, concentration. Vegeta's definitely been tutored. He's got 20 for determination. He's got more flair, Vegeta has as well. But Goku's got better positioning. And as far as the physical goes, they've both improved, but Goku's got that better jumping reach. And they're both still 5'11", but Vegeta's 10 stone 12 pounds. You can't really see because my head's in the way. So Vegeta's slightly heavier as well. So maybe he's been eating too many Senzu beans as old Vegeta. But he's on a bumper contract. So Vegeta's on a full-time contract. Whereas Goku's going to be on a youth contract for at least 3 seasons. That may play a factor in their development. So for the first season, you know, they've both had very good seasons. Vegeta's made his international debut. He's the Champions League youngest goal scorer. Goku has had all the games. You know, he's how many goals? He scored 22 goals in the league. Vegeta's only scored 2 goals. I think, and Goku edges it out when it comes to development. So I would possibly, they've both had very good seasons. I'm going to give it to Vegeta though, because Goku did get relegated with Maidstone United, but Vegeta did get the Champions League youngest goal scorer. So Vegeta, I think's edged it for the first season. But, you know, he's going to be in the under-19s, so it doesn't appear as if first team football is not causing much of a factor at the moment. I mean, Goku arguably has developed better, but Vegeta's got that tutoring as well. So I think we're going to go ahead to the end of the second season now. We're going to see how these players get on. Will Goku thrive in the lower division? Will Vegeta get some more game time for Barcelona? We'll find out for the end of Season 2. So we'll come back for the end of Season 2. We'll see how they've improved. We've arrived at the end of Season 2. It's a 31st of May 2019. And let's see about how our Saiyans got on in their respective campaigns. We will start with a 7.68 Son Goku, who played for Maidstone. Where did he play? He was in the National League South, so got relegated last year. 38 games played, 26 goals, 16 assists, 8 player of the matches. He absolutely killed it in the league. He got 2 goals in the FA Cup, 5 goals in the FA Trophy, played in the Under-20 World Cup and the Under-19 Championship qualifying. So 47 overall, 33 goals, 19 assists. I think Maidstone have got to have done well if he'd done that well in the league. They came first in the Vanarama League South, so they've gone straight back up from the Vanarama National League. They walked the league, to be honest with you. They were, what, a good 18 points clear of Billericay in second place. He was the top goal scorer, top average rating, top assist maker. He was third of player of the matches. He absolutely walked the league. Did he win any awards this season? Did he get any individual awards? Landmarks, obviously they got promoted. He was the supporters player of the year. He was player of the season for the Vanarama National League South, the top goal scorer. He raked in all the awards, all the manager of the month, player of the month rather. He's not quite a manager yet. He got third place in Golden Boot in the Under-19 Championships for the Under-19s. So he's doing quite well at international level as well. Did he get any more caps though? Capped at Under-20 level. So he's obviously been to the Under-20 World Cup, but he hasn't picked up any Under-21 caps yet. So a fantastic season for Goku there. If we compare him to last year, he did so much better this year. Played less games in the league, but more goals, more assists, and more player of the matches. A 7.65 average rating. I think Son Goku has smashed it this season. But let's have a look and see how Vegeta got on. You know, a respectable 7.42 himself. So did he get many more games for Barcelona? He came off twice off the bench in the league. Scored 2 goals from the bench. So he's done very well when he's come on. Spanish Cup, he had a bit of a run out. 3 appearances, 3 off the bench. 2 goals, 1 assist. 7.2 rating, 8.5 rating in the league for Vegeta. But like last season, a lot of his game time was in the Under-19 Division 1. 22 games played, 29 goals scored, 9 assists, 17 player of the matches. So as far as the non-competitive side of things, Vegeta is killing it in the Under-19s. He played in the Under-19 Champions Cup, 6 goals out of 7 games. So overall, again, a fantastic season for Vegeta. We'll have a look. So yeah, only 2 games in the league, but he did score 2 goals. We'll have a look at his milestones. So not that many awards. He was named in the Team of the Week for the Spanish First Division, so he's done something at least. He's won 1 award, although I think Goku definitely gets the nod so far as awards go. So we'll have a look at the comparison between the two. So if we compare Goku to Vegeta, we'll have a look at the overview, and look at this. So Vegeta looks to be pulling away, and he's pretty much got a 1-up on most of the stats, apart from defending and speed. Vegeta's definitely, I think, developed more this season than Goku has. So kind of shows that you don't need to be playing first team football to develop if you have the world's best facilities around you. But we'll have a look at the individual attributes, and we can see last season that Goku had the technical advantage, but Vegeta's kind of pulled that back now. Very even technical wise, The only differences are Vegeta's got 2 up on the first touch, better passing and better technique, is it? Yeah. But apart from that, they are very even. Mentally, Vegeta's got the edge, he's got more composure, a lot more determination, more flair. Goku's got better leadership, so, he's more of a leader on the pitch. Goku is at the moment. But Vegeta kind of gets on the off the ball and the teamwork. Physical-wise, it's all Vegeta. They got same acceleration, more agility, more balance, better jumping reach, more stamina, and more strength. Although Vegeta's cut the weight now, they are weighing the same, even though you can't see it behind me, but they are now the same weight as well. So as far as second season goes, I'm going to give it to Goku. He smashed it in the Vanarama. He was the player of the year, top goal scorer, most assists, got them as champions. Vegeta did well as well, smashed in the under-19s, had a few games in the league and the cup, and did score a few goals, but we're going to give it second year to Vegeta. So next year is going to be the final year in this episode. It's going to be Goku's final year at Maidstone. So it's going to be his last season before he goes off to Doncaster. We'll have a look and see how Doncaster are getting on in the next year. But fast forward again 1 season for the last year of this episode. Let's see how they do in season 3. We've arrived at May 2020, so this is the final year we're going to be looking in this episode. So season 3, how did they get on? So Goku had a 7.45 in his first season, or his third season I should say. Vegeta has had a pay rise and a half every season so far. Now he's on 14 grand, nearly 15 grand a week for Vegeta. So he's very much looked after at Barcelona. They've got their eyes on him. They've got possibly one for the future. We'll have a look at Goku first. So he was back in the Vanarama National as they got promoted last year. 44 appearances, 22 goals, 12 assists, 17 player of the matches. So another very good season for Son Goku there. We'll look at the career stats there. 44, 22, 12. So more games, slightly less goals, slightly less assists, but a whole lot more player of the matches. Slightly less average rating though, 7.44, so not as good on the average rating. But where did Maidstone finish? 13th in the National League, so mid-table. Were they expected to finish in 13th? Let's have a look. They were meant to come 15th, so they did improve on their pre-season prediction, and Goku was in the team of the year as well, or the media dream 11, so not quite team of the year. But as far as actual individual honours, did Goku win anything? Did he get any? So nothing in the landmark, any awards. Came 3rd place in top goal scorer, and won the Players Supporters of the Year, or Supporters Player of the Year, same thing. But that's one thing we didn't check. If we go back to the league there, so he came 3rd in the goals, got the highest average rating, didn't get the assists, mind you, but he did get the most player of the matches by far. So another good season for Goku there. International-wise, he's still only capped at under 20. Has he declared for Spain yet? No, he hasn't. So there's still the opportunity of playing for England down the line for Son Goku. But as we all know, as we mentioned at the start of the episode, he is going to be going to Doncaster at the end of this season. So I think we should have a look at Doncaster, see how they're doing. So they're still in League 1. So they haven't been promoted, they haven't been relegated. So that's good for Goku, because he is going to be going up 2 leagues. So will he adapt to the new league, to the new team he's going into? Because they do have better facilities at Doncaster. 3.5 training, 2.5 youth. So he's going to get a lot better, I think, at Doncaster Rovers. So yeah, pretty good season. His 3rd year for Goku. Looking at the stats there, we can see he's starting to develop into a really good player. A few greens showing now in his dribbling and his finishing. So pretty good for Goku, to be honest with you. Nothing to complain about there. But let's have a look at Prince Vegeta. 7.01. Nothing to, 7.01 is good. Do you know what I mean? So 3 appearances off the bench, Champions League, 1 goal. 4 appearances off the bench in the La Liga, 0 goals. 3 goals in the Spanish Cup though. So he's scoring in the Cup for Barca. But 16 goals in the under-19s. 6 in the Cup. 6 in the Champions Cup. So overall, 32 goals for Vegeta. although not all of them competitively. We'll look at the career stats. 4 appearances in the league, 0 goals, 0 assists, 6.6, so not the best. But if we look at his international though, he's had 14 under-21 appearances, 7 under-21 goals. So he's been recognised by the national team. And he's coming in for the under-21s. So he's doing well. And also, if we look at the milestones, named in the Barcelona seasonal best 11, it's not too bad. Landmarks, they won, he's got a trophy. He has a trophy in his trophy cabinet, the Under-19 Spanish Cup. So the first with, I'm sure of many cups that Vegeta's going to win. He's got a contract until 2023 for nearly 15 grand a week. And he's been described as a wonder kid. So the press have picked up as well that he could be a brilliant player going forward. So as per always, we'll do our comparisons. Let's see how Vegeta and Goku match up. So we look at the graph, and Goku, I think, has pulled it back a little bit on the defending, the physical, and the speed. So not quite as far of a gap as it was in Season 2. But Vegeta's got the vision, the attacking, technical, aerial, and mental. He's clearly the better player of the two. And we look at the attributes. It kind of shows in the attributes, really. Physical, or the technical, I should say. Vegeta's got the better dribbling, the better first touch. Heading, long shots, he's just a better player. Mentally, we know about the determination, he got tutored for that. But anticipation, composure, off the ball, teamwork, he's got it all. And Goku's got better acceleration, so he's quicker to get off the mark. But Vegeta kind of trounces him in everything else, to be honest with you. And that brings an end to Season 3. So that's going to be the last season we look at for this episode. We're going to end the episode with a little step-by-step comparison. So I'm going to cut myself. We're going to cut to myself with the side-by-side stats, which we're going to do a recap at the end of every episode. So we'll get to the end of these stats. I'll show you how they both got on in their first 3 seasons. So here we are at the end of the first 3 seasons, and as you can see on the screen, it's very clear that Goku's had the more first team action. 143 club appearances, 80 goals, 35 assists, 40 player of the matches. He's got 3 trophies in his cabinet at the moment, which are both team trophies and individual trophies, but Vegeta's been recognised at international level. He's got the 14 under-21 appearances, 7 goals, arguably the better player right now, but only 1 trophy in his cabinet at the moment, which is the Under-19 Cup. So I'm going to give the first 3 years to Goku. He's had, more experience, he's got the trophies to prove it, but I think the next 3 years are going to be important. So that's going to be where Goku's going to be a Doncaster, see how he tears it up in League 1, whereas Vegeta's still waiting for his time at Barcelona. Will he get the first team chance? Will he break into that first team? Or will they discard him as not good enough? One of the many Barca rejects that have come and gone over the years. So for next episode, we'll be going over another 3 years in the development, and we will see how they get on. But thank you very much for watching this first episode of this experiment that we're going to be running. So with this, the schedule, it's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 PM GMT, so it's going to fill in the gaps of the Save and Swan series, but we're going to run it a little bit later on, 6 o'clock in the evening, GMT/UK time. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like on it, and by all means, in the comment section, who do you think is going to develop better over the next 3 years? Is it going to be #Goku, or is it going to be #Vegeta? Leave in the comments there. Also open up a new Twitter account. So we've got Super Swan YT on Twitter. By all means tweet me. I'm not very good at the whole Twitter thing. So by all means send me a tweet over to say, look, I think that Goku's going to be better. So I'll definitely reply to you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode for the next 3 years of this youth development. Low class or elite.